Welcome to the DAZN Boxing Show with myself, Adi Oladipo, former IBF middleweight champion Darren Barker. Loads of fights coming up the weekend of October the 15th. Let's run through a few of them. Let's start with the one in Australia, the rematch between Devin Haney and George Kambosos. Look, the first fight was so convincing for Devin Haney, but I guess this is the problem with rematch clauses. Kambosos has got another opportunity.
I understand where Kambosos is coming from. He wants to try and recapture his titles, but for me, I can tell you now, Haney would be disappointed.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
even though it's a good payday.
Yeah, but I just think when you've got to his level, he would have earned plenty of money. I think he wants those career-defining fights now. You know, there's some huge names out there, and I think going over old ground for him, I don't think he'll be best pleased. But for Kambosos, I totally understand it. He wants to be undisputed king again, but I just think he's got 12 rounds under his belt now against Kambosos as Haney. He's so good. I think he's going to win this second fight even clearer.
Is there not a danger that because he won the first fight so easy, that he almost underestimates a bit of complacency in the second fight?
There is that chance, but knowing or seeing how professional Haney is and how much boxing means to him, I just think it will be probably what I said. I think he's seen so much of Kambosos, 12 rounds, he's got all the data he needs now. I just think he goes and blitzes him, and I don't think he'll stop Kambosos because he's a tough cookie, but I think it's a clear shutout victory for Haney.
Yeah, I agree with you, and fingers crossed. What it does do, it sets up great fights at 135 pounds. The likes of Shakur Stevenson. We say these names all the time; they don't fight each other.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed we get them in the ring. We've had so many big female fights in the last 12 months. This might be one of the biggest. Probably is, right? Between Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. It's a fight that was postponed. It's now on. Talk to me about this one. This is the big one.
Right. I've got a bit of a bee in my bonnet about bad blood in boxing. This when it's not real.
Yeah.
You know, this bad blood that's just conjured up from
WWE style.
Or may I say it, UFC style. Everyone hates each other in UFC. Why can't they just be, gentlemen, shake hands, and the best man win? But
there's a but.
There's a but.
There's a but.
When it's genuine, this is genuine. It does add that extra bit of spice.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't want to go on too long about this, but I'm from the older era where, the noble art, full of gentlemen, etc., and, made the best man win. It wasn't all that talk, blah, blah, blah. But I will say, like I've said there, when there is that added bit of spice, it does,
fantastic.
In this day and age. So with that, they genuinely don't like each other. There's the rivalries from the amateurs. It's carried right on through to the pros. I've got to a stage now where I really look forward to this fight.
I can't wait for it.
I really look forward to it. And I mean, I'm going to say, I think Savannah Marshall wins this fight.
Okay, that's good, because I think Clarissa does. So
and the reason I say it, I just feel I remember speaking to, and look, and I know he's going to be biased, but Peter Fury saying it's a joke how hard she hits. And I just feel if she can sort of knock Clarissa out of her rhythm, stop her from working, and I think she will do by just walking her onto some heavy shots. I think that will make Clarissa go, whoa, hold on a minute. But no doubt, I think it will be very close.
It's going to be.
I think it'll be very close. They're as evenly matched as I can think of any two fighters.
Is it as simple as boxer versus puncher here? We know Clarissa's got all the accolades, right? Double Olympic gold medalist, world champion, double undisputed. Double undisputed in two different weight classes. Is it boxer versus puncher? Is that a disservice to both of them?
Yes, I think so, because I think the way that Savannah Marshall generates a lot of her power is through pinpoint accuracy and textbook boxing. She knows how to get the range, speed, and all that, and I think that's how she generates so much power. And Clarissa Shields, she can do everything. You don't call yourself the GOAT if you're not very good.
Yeah, I mean, you called yourself the GOAT, right?
So look, it's a fight I can't wait for. Like I say, it's got that added bit of spice that's genuine. So yeah.
You know what else has got genuine spice?
Go on.
The co-main event's got genuine spice.
Yeah.
Michaela Mayer and Alicia Baumgardner, I don't use this word often, hate each other. That's a strong word. They hate each other. Honestly, it's gone beyond dislike. They don't like each other at all. And I think that's another, that could be a main event. It's a co-main event, so it's another good one as well.
I favour Baumgardner in this.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. And
You're going with the puncher.
Well, I was just so impressed with her against Harper. I was just like, there was no nonsense. I know it was over really quickly, but she was just solid. She was powerful. She was aggressive.
Do you remember that part? I don't know if I can't say the word, but she hit Terry in the first round. She said, yeah, B, take that.
She was just,
like,
and I loved what it meant to her afterwards. You know, the celebrations were brilliant. She was getting booed, but she was loving it, and I just feel I feel she's too powerful. She's too strong. She's shorter out of the two, I think, but she's got that low centre of gravity. She's got solid legs, and anyone will know you get power from your foot, your feet, your base. And yeah, I fancy Baumgartner in another fight where there is that added bit of spice.
You mentioned power there, perfect segue to a man that returns, a man that we've waited to come back. Would he come back? Would he not? He has come back, and that's the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder, takes on Robert Helenius, coming off those really good wins against Kalnacki. I think this could be a banana skin. I really do.
I only say that because, well, I only agree with you because of the timeout. But I think Wilder absolutely destroys him 2-3 years ago.
Oh, okay. I think
2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
So I do think there'll be some rust.
Yeah.
I think
looks a bit smaller.
Yeah, a bit smaller.
Well.
I think he'll miss wildly with a few shots. But I do feel he'll work the body. He'll throw the hooks upstairs. I think by around the midway point, Wilder will get the job done.
Yeah, fingers crossed he does, because look, we've got so many fights in our head, so many like fantasy matchups for Deontay Wilder in the next sort of year or so. So fingers crossed the bronze bomber does look good in his return bout. Matchroom, we go to Australia soon, which I think is fantastic. This is a global sport. We go there as well. Some really good fights on the undercard. You must be looking forward to going to Australia. Obviously, you're not one of the people that are going. But Matchroom, I didn't get the call either, by the way. The B team didn't get called up. But it showed good that Matchroom are expanding over to Australia.
Yeah, look, it's a good main event. Two local heroes, if you like, and I think they need the might of DAZN and Matchroom to really generate some big publicity, because they've had some really good fighters. I mean, I'm the Aussie basher. I don't know if you know that.
I do know that. Daniel Gill, we know
Crampton, I won the Commonwealth title, and then Daniel Gill for the world
title. And they didn't send you over there?
No, that's probably why they didn't.
They're waiting for you at the airport. Don't let them in.
It's a huge nation that love their sport. It's always going to be difficult when you've got cricket, soccer, and Aussie rules out there to kind of, and rugby, sorry, to
almost make a stamp in it.
But if you look in England, back here, you know, football reigns supreme,
and cricket and rugby.
Exactly. But we hold our own. It's a big sport that tune in big numbers. So I think if Aussies can get behind their fighters with the likes of Matchroom and DAZN, you know, covering the shows, I think it's a great move, and I think we're in for some crackers down the line.
We certainly are. What a weekend of boxing, by the way. That's a crazy lineup. Honestly, we might have even missed some, but that's how many fights we've got. Weekend of October the 15th. And be sure to tune into the DAZN Boxing Show, where we are going to review and preview all those fights as well.